Warren Slick right now, as many of the people that watch this show have either been involved in putting on a race or go to races all the time. It's no secret, a tremendous amount of work, but holy crap, multiple stops in 1 week. What's it been like wrapping your head around the project that Sick Week has become, Tom? Of what's it, 5 days on the road, drag racing. We're going to Bradenton, going to Orlando, going to Gainesville, going to SGMP, going back to Bradenton. Whole lot of drag racing, a whole lot that has to happen inside of 5 days, man. Take us through kind of where you're at and what this whole experience has been like.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. Like it came about like when we started the magazine earlier, we're like, oh, well, we should just have our own event. And we're like, oh, a couple years down the road, that'll be great. And then at Drag Week, I didn't participate this year, just getting over the Rona part of it. But then going through there and then talking about the ideas with it and for it. And everybody's like, oh, well, you just need to do it now. And it's like, you know what? It's really not that big a deal. I've been to lots of these things. It should be easy. We'll do that in February. And come to find out there was a whole bunch of things that I guess I take for granted, all the people behind the scenes that make stuff happen. And I've been fortunate with the crew we've assembled that I got Jenny, used to work with Hot Rod FM3, planning drag weeks. Have her on as an event planner that, I mean, it was just by sheer luck that happened, but that's been a lifesaver because she's handled a lot of the details. I'm kind of I like the big picture, and then to work out the details, I usually, I rely on other people for those. So.
You sound like Mike and I. It sounds a lot like Mike Carpenter and Wes Buck. Like Wes has got big ideas, and I can come up with ideas like as many as you want, but I'm with you. I'm like, hey, I want to have this big ass awards show, and I want it to be the biggest thing that ever happened. You guys hit me up when you're done with it.
Yeah,
ready,
exactly.
I'll be there.
No, you really talk about that. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of the same thing. It's like, well, we want to have this, and it sounds easy because it only takes me seconds to come up with the idea. So it took me seconds to solve the issue. But,
yeah, that's definitely us. You really should have consulted with us before you tried to dive into the magazine and events business. We could have steered you in the right direction, clearly away from those things. But no, I mean, this deal obviously. Having been around it, having made contacts with those people that you were mentioning at Hot Rod Drag Week and everything, it kind of seems like just the natural evolution to have something like this.
Yeah, and I mean, this is it's the culmination of all the years of saying, man, if we did this is how we should do it, and this is what we should do different, and this and that. So now it's like trying to remember all those things that we talked about and make sure to try and bring it into the event. And then, I mean, what we thought is like, hey, whatever. I mean, we just started the magazine. Like, we'll get this going. It'll be kind of small. A lot of people probably won't attend. No first-time events really have a big draw. And then it's like the ball started rolling. And I mean, when we opened the event up, and then you always hear about systems crash and when people have a lot of people to jump on at the same time. And so test that a little bit ahead of time, but then we go on in 3 minutes, sold out 350 spots. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, and
I don't think people sometimes recognize that like big in this internet age that we're living in. And Tom, I think you can appreciate this, that all the numbers are like bullshit. You know what I mean? Like everybody's got 1 million views and 60,000, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, I get it, right? That's all well and good. But 350 people to like inside of a few minutes stroke a check to pay their money and participate in this deal. I mean, that's a whole lot of cars, man. There aren't that many events in our whole industry that generate that kind of participation, let alone run them all over creation. Right? I mean, it's going to be a sight to behold, just that group of cars going to and fro these different racetracks, man. I'm genuinely excited about it. What has been